ladies and gentlemen, this is General Anthony, CH1. And what we're looking at here is ApacheSnow, and that's the former Winterwald map from Red Orchestra 1. I'm going to be taking you through the map here and looking at some of the differences and some of the similarities and thinking how the map is going to play. But first of all, what you will notice is the lack of the fog. Winterwald was really known in Red Orchestra for the fog and that dynamic that put into the game. And it's not here. Then though we have a lot more foliage, of course, because the other one was a winter map and this is just regular Vietnamese countryside. But if you start out here with the spawn, remember, I would always run up here and use the radio here and call in Artie up at A. But also remember this road here leading up. Before it was T-34s, now it's M113s up here. But let's start with A. This is where the wing, you remember the Junkers wing were before, the Junkers 88. And that is interesting that thing was here, but now it's like a little thatch hut or whatever that is, a little hut structure. You still actually have this covered side here with the two drains or little lake type things. If you move up and have a look, the shell holes up here actually looks quite the same. We don't have the wall, but we have sandbags now. Usually there was a wall up here, so I usually, you would run up here, throw hand grenades, and then counter assault, get behind the wing, shoot people over there, and shoot people over here. So that's, I've done that many a times. Yeah. First, I actually want to look up here. Remember, while attacking Winterwald, the left-hand side attacking and the right-hand side defending were always very important, because if you could dominate this hill up here, you could dominate the battleground. And it looks like it's going to be somewhat of the same here. At least there's going to be some good options for placing tunnels and spawning up there on the left-hand flank. Then let's have a look at B. I remember here was an airplane wing in the last game. This is new over here. Interesting with the berm up here as well, where you'd usually hide, push up, and of course the barn is gone. Like the linchpin of these two front objectives, the barn is gone. So yeah, this is gonna be really difficult to hold on to and actually defend. As soon as the enemy gets up here and is in defilade, they're gonna be able to pretty easily push you off this point for sure. So yeah, I'm not sure how this is gonna play, but yeah, interesting. If we then move up, you remember when you captured A here, you would always move up, capturing A, and then you would get up to the concrete bunker up here. That's gone now. That's a thatch hut. If we went on the other side of concrete bunker, you would have the open ground over here, and you would have the machine gun position. Yeah, there is still a machine gun position. So everybody that's played the Winterwald would recognize this. So this is gone. The ammo crate's still here, and this machine gun is still here. So I can imagine when you're actually defending A and B, this machine gun up here is going to be pretty useful. Okay, then we would have these buildings up here, and at that point you would have the barn up here. So when you were attacking C, as you remember, what I usually would like to do, I would like to put pressure on the concrete building on the left, and then also push up here on the right hand side. And you see here, this is going to be an excellent ground for attacking, and it's going to be something that the defense need to have a keen eye on, this right hand flank here, or the defense left hand flank, the attacker's right hand flank, because look at this, you're going to be able to get into position down here and put immense pressure on the flank like you did in Red Orchestra. And also, I'm not sure how this building up here, that the stand-in for the concrete structure, this is probably not going to be that bulletproof, is it? So Yeah, so I think your bet is gonna be that right-hand flank, because these banana plants up here is gonna be, you know, pretty well covered from up here. Imagine getting up here in this game and putting a machine gun down up here. Look at this, these positions up here. You're gonna be able to dominate pretty successfully, and that, yeah, it is for sure gonna be difficult. So yeah, it is gonna be difficult for sure. And see here, remember people coming down the hill, and this would be the radio building. No, it wouldn't. This would be the radio building right over here. Remember this? So you had these buildings, you had the hills up here. You would be coming down the hill, getting to cover. And look at this. So remember, you would be standing behind here using the radio, and when you would use the radio, you would move out here. You would remember these trenches. So this would be a sandbag wall up here, like it is, and you would have people lying here. You would have people standing over behind here, so you would be able to really get hand grenades on them. So this with the concrete one. Remember, people came out here. They were standing in here, shooting at this window. You would come out here, attack. People would lie down up here. So you, as the defender, would come around, throw hand grenades up here. Boom. Yeah. That's gonna be interesting, to say the least. So, oh, so much nostalgic stuff coming out now. Remember sitting behind here, and it would always be, as we talked about, this right-hand flank. People would be coming up here, attacking. Defense would be coming down the hill. So this little knoll over here is going to be so important. This one and this one over here is going to be important to try and lock down that the attackers right-hand flank, defense left. So remember Winterwald, you would come up here. Yeah, this were plain. Remember this? So this were plain. You would be coming up here, and Echo would always be the important one. So you would come up. So instead of the airplane wing up here, we actually... Oh, there's an airplane. But the wing is a bunch of rocks here, remember? So you would stack up on the rocks, and you would push up. There would be 2 here. Exactly. So... Oh, the ammo crate. I don't know how many times I've been sitting here as the defense commander. You would just be sitting here, waiting, running up, throwing your hand grenades down the hill, trying to kill them, the attackers down behind the airplane wing. That would be just around here where the rock is now. So you would have this stuff. And you would come up the hill here and try and attack. It's just a fucking copy here. It's pretty nice. So this is pretty explanatory. So you're gonna be needing people to stay alive up here. You're gonna be needing this box. You're gonna be needing just to throw hand grenades down the hill. As always, Echo is always gonna be the important one. So right up here, you're gonna be able to cover the flanks. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see how far on the flanks you can actually get. But let's jump down from Echo and have a look at Delta. So you guys remember, you would come down here. Here would be some barbed wire, and that, oh, there it is. I would always run down. I'm gonna be linking a video, a Winterwald battle, I think. You would come up here and you would jump over here, boom, and go down that way. So that's very interesting. So yeah, that's very, very interesting. So you would come up here. Yeah, for sure, guys. You should check out one of my Winterwald battles. It's quite entertaining here. So you would come up. So this would be bunkers. This is the old concrete bunkers. Pretty useless, at least in Real Orchestra. But in here, probably even more. If you're defending as the Americans, you're gonna get RPG'd. If you're defending as the VC, you're gonna get thumpered. So machine guns here, Not sure how effective that's gonna be. One thing that's gonna be effective here, one thing that's gonna be extremely effective here is mines and traps. So imagine here, placing traps in here, placing traps. You know, look at this depression here. You would place your trap right in here, and people would go at it. You would place it right up here. So let's have a look at the flank here. Very interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, this looks pretty much identical. Where you're gonna be needing 1 or 2 squad leaders over here, and you're gonna be needing the rest to defend Echo. So after Echo, you would come up here. So this is this is really you're gonna really be able to fight a lot of delaying action in this forest. Look at this. The risk is, as the defenders, if you don't pull back to F, you're gonna get outflanked. But you're gonna be able to get some sweet delaying kills in here. But you need to be aware that if you're defending as the Americans, the VC are gonna be able to force respawn pretty rapidly here. So yeah, you're gonna have to watch out. So this with the machine gun position. Do you remember this in Winterwald? You would sit up here, you could be shooting down the hill, but this would be the artillery position. This here would be my #1 artillery position defending Winterwald, because what would happen is you would have the attacking team come up this hill, boom, 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 and they would lie down right here. This is, you know, I always talk about in these games that you need to push the objective. Do not stack the front of the objective. And this is my prediction from all my years and all my hours of experience in Red Orchestra. This is going to be the same in this game. People are going to get up here because this front here was in the cap zone. If you lie up here, this area up here is the front of the cap zone. So people just get up here, lie down here, think, oh, we uncover, throw some hand grenades, and you're going to be having the defense team up here trying to nade them back. So I would always drop the RT right out here. You would always get tons of fucking kills. So the right way to attack this is pushing up on the flank here and then coming in from the side, boom,
enemy is
and attacking these here. Oh, and right here, my old command bunker from Red Orchestra. That is so hilarious that this is still going here. So this would be the old command bunker. Get out here, shoot a bit, watch the flank. So these trenches here are going to be very important to watching the far as defense, watching the far left flank, because the attackers are going to come up here. This is going to be difficult because you're going to have machine guns here in the back shooting, as you remember from a regular Winterwald map. The far left flank here has always been more difficult to attack because of the open ground, but in this map here, it is of course going to be more open. So it is more cover. So it's perhaps going to be easy, but always it was difficult, at least on Winterwald, pushing up here and coming over, because the enemy would be able to lie up here on the hillside and cover the top of the trenches down here. They'll be able to shoot over top of the defense down into trenches, and that would be quite effective. So yeah, it doesn't seem like they've added that much. Oh, the mortars. Please give us mortars. Now we're gonna have the rifle grenade, of course, but yeah, ammo crates here. You're gonna be spamming hand grenades. You're gonna be spamming rifle grenades. So what you need to do is you need to figure out how to make rifle grenades land right up here. So you're gonna sit back here, and you're just gonna adjust the rifle grenades, and you're just gonna be able to lob them. Boop. Right over there. So that's my prediction. Take it for what it is. Okay, so this would be interesting to say at least. So after you would take this, you would see all the enemies running back, and you would have people in here. Often as the commander, I would sometimes stay back in the command bunker here and try and defend a bit, but you would see people running up here and trying to get away, and you would be shooting at them as they try to pull it back here. So this would be coming up here to the now it's the camp. You would come up to the gun emplacements, and look at this. This little shed here, of course, is in Winterwald. as well, and you would have the bunkers up here. Of course, the buildings have been replaced. There's one more of these little thatch huts. Yeah. So back in the day, you know, you had to put satchels in here to destroy the guns, but now... So again, this Dushka is gonna be somewhat fun to shoot at people up on that ridge line, but you're probably gonna die pretty quickly. Gonna be pretty, you know, pretty useless. Of course, in the old maps on the Winterwald, I don't know if this ladder is actually gonna be useful. I don't know if it's gonna be active, but you can get up there. But at least you can use the boxes to get up. Back on Winterwald, when this shed got destroyed by the RT, you would actually able to sneak in and like crawl into it. And actually glitch your way into it. So let's have a look here. You have the different trenches, and I'm actually not sure where the cap zone is, but it's probably back here. So this would be considered the back points, or the last point back here on Winterwald. You have to remember you had to blow up the gun emplacements on Winterwald. Oh, you remember the tents? Oh, this is fucking weird. Why would you have the hammock down? Imagine all the water is gonna congregate down on the bottom there. That's fucking retarded. You're gonna be sleeping probably in fucking... Yeah, I wouldn't, you know, imagine if you're called to action stations in the middle of the night and you have to get out of that hammock get to action stations while these things are filled with fucking water. That's gonna be a nightmare. But I digress. So here you have some ammo crates. You can imagine RPG gunners and rifle grenade men standing back here and lobbing grenades and shit up to the front. So that's gonna be hilarious, isn't it? So let's just have a look. So as attacking this point, one of the crucial things to know when attacking the last points on Winterwald were the left-hand flank. So let's have a look if this is still relevant. So you remember, guys, after taking F, you would often have people, go right up on that hill I just showed you. And the far right flank, you would also have people coming up here, going left, right up here. Remember this? So you would come up here and there would always be a German sniper lying, or defensive sniper lying up here, shooting at the people running down here, trying to attack. So there would always be snipers up here. And if you could get some experienced riflemen up here, you would be able to cut off like the entirety of this left-hand side. And that would mean that you would have to attack on the right-hand side, the hill I showed you. You would have to move up on that hill over here. So by holding the left hill, you would force everybody up on this right hill here, because you can see there is cover from the left hill on Winterwald. And then you would come up here and you would try and attack down here, and you would have a pretty large bit of the enemy team, defending team, just shooting people coming up across the top of the hill. So that was the tactic, and pretty effective back there. But right here, there's of course more cover, but this is going to be crucial. So imagine you come up here, you place some tunnels, so you have some squad leaders like in Red Orchestra, and you come up here, you're going to be able to shoot down into the valley. I could imagine that the defending spawn zone is back here somewhere. Yeah, it's probably back. Yeah, it's probably back here somewhere. So you would be able now on this ApacheSnow here, on this map, to actually get up, and you would get up and engage these guys. So yeah, that is for sure gonna be interesting how this is gonna work. But I'm predicting that there's a left-hand flank and the far right-hand flank. Let's just have a look. Remember in Winterwald, you would come up here. You would come up here to this nightmare of getting shot up here by everybody. So you would move down to the side. Remember this airplane down here? Oh, that was Junkers 88 or Stuka. I can't remember. It's Stuka. Yeah, I think it was Stuka. So you would move down here, all the way down here, and come up behind, and you would attack. Remember, there was a trench. There was barbed wire all the way around here. Now there's just punchy sticks and you know, aerial denial. So this on Winterwald has been won so many times on people just hiding down here, trying to attack. You see, remember up here, you would have that radio building right here with the Maxim. So that would be right up here. Oh, it's so many memories coming back to me. And you would spawn back here. Remember, as the defenders, you would spawn back here, and you would run through all the way here. You would run through, get up here, and try and get into the radio building up here, while trying to defend from the Germans. So, I think, or the attackers. So, I think this side here is also going to be crucial. It's going to be very important for defenders to try and hold on to this area right here. Otherwise, you know, you're going to get cringed, you're going to get pushed, and you're even going to get all the way back here. So, I'm not quite sure how big the cap zone is, but it's going to be interesting because you're going to be able to get all the way behind here.
Enemy is running out
and you're going to be able to get in here. So, the defenders team is really going to have to watch their flanks. That's just going to be number one. But now we come to the most important part. Do we still have the party bus? Let's see up here. What? The party bus is gone? We have the party crate? What? I'm gonna be linking the party bus footage, but we have the party crate. Oh my goodness. It's not the party bus anymore, it's the party crate. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. So yeah, I think that that was my run through on this. I would really like to hear what you guys thought. What is your experience on this map? Have you played it in the test branch? And what do you guys think? Did you like my run through here? Would you like me to do a run through on Mummy of Kurgan? I think I'm gonna do it, but I would like to know if you guys would like to see it. And I would really like to hear what you thought about this and hear your comments and your thoughts. And did this show any memories? Did you get any memories from watching this? I sure did. It was I almost got goosebumps thinking about all the fun games on Winterwald. So it's just nice to feel that passion for the old game. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. And yeah, please like the video and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.